everyone, welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5.8 video. Today we'll talk about the new update called Mesh Terrain. So this is a huge update from Unreal, so let's jump into the video. Alright, for this, first of all, you need to go to Edit and we need to turn on one plugin called Mesh and then Terrain, and make sure it's turned on and then restart your Unreal Engine. Once it will restart, first of all go to File, New Level, and I'm just create an empty level. Press Create, and now what I'm going to do, go to Windows and Environment Light and Mixer and click all these necessary settings just to lighten up the scene. Now initially once you click this option, you can find this landscape option. So we start using this landscape earlier, but right now we can find this option called Mesh Terrain. The shortcut is Shift C for my system. Now this is a very much beautiful update from Unreal Engine. Let me show you. So first of all, you can find three major options: create a new rectangle mesh, import a height map, and draw a spline. So if I'll do the height maps, if you simply click here and you can find this option, just browse your height map, just double click and press accept, and boom, you can find your terrain right in front of you. And this is a complete fully detailed model. But right now I'm just jump into the normal all details process. Now let's create a new rectangle here. Just click and you can find all these options. So first of all, there's a size, then resolution, and then the maximum triangles. So I'm just decreasing it to 20,000 by 20,000 and change the maximum triangles as well 20,000 just to get a low poly. And then just press simply accept. Now if you notice, this is a normal base model of Unreal Engine, but no, this is something different. If you go to the sculpting tab, you can find all these necessary options. So simply click this mesh partition option, and now if you just do your sculpting, you can see it started already. But the point is, this will be the permanent. So if you want to change anything later, you can't actually. So for that, just press cancel, and for this we have this modifier tabs. So all these modifiers in this video I'll cover. To see the modifiers, first of all go to tools and then miscellaneous, and you can find this mesh partition outliner. Make sure this should turn on. So whenever you'll add any kind of modifier, it will come like this. So one by one, if I'll add, you can see all the modifiers are come right above of this. I'll show you later how you can rearrange everything. So let's start with the mesh one. If you just simply drag and drop, this will basically create terrain from a mesh. Let me show you how. So first of all, just import it just like this, and going down you can find this option called mesh source mode. Just change it to static mesh. Now you need to import a static mesh which you want to use for this terrain. So I have this Megascan asset. Simply turn on the static mesh. So simply select, just drag and drop into this here. So simply increase the scale and you can see the terrain is right in front of you. You can simply drag and drop the original mesh terrain to see how exactly it will look like. See, both the terrains are exactly same. Now let me show the next one, which is called texture modifier. Simply drag and drop. So basically you can import any texture and it will create terrain just for you. So this is a texture asset. Simply import a texture from here. So I have this image imported. So simply drag and drop into this texture asset, and now you can see it started generating the terrain. Now this is a zero value. If you just make it to 0, it will from the base. If you make it to -1, it will go up, and if you just make it to +1, it will go down. As simple as that. You can also increase the scale value from positive to negative to make it more precise. Also, there are a lot of things need to R&D. You can simply go and do your R&D work. Now let's jump into the next one, which is called the spline one. Simply drag and drop one spline, and then you can actually do the modifications. Like simply click, you can move, you can do whatever changes you want to do. But once you just move any one point just a bit top, you can see it start generating the terrain. Also, if you just scale it a little bit, the terrain will update like a fall off. It's beautiful. You can create any kind of landscape using all these settings. Now the next one, which is called the brush modifier. This is the most important modifier. Simply drag and drop. Now you can actually set the bounding box where the exact effect will be. So I'm just increasing the bounding box so that you can see all this effect. And now after that, simply jump into the sculpting mode. Just simply select the sculpting mode, and now you can start your sculpting, and all the sculpting will done just inside of this bounding box. You can do anything like height, smooth, flatten, and all. Everything will done just inside of this box. The best part is, once you click accept, this will apply, but once you just move the bounding box, everything will move together. So that's the beauty of mesh modifier. Now this is not only this thing. If you just move under this spline modifier, the spline modifier and the brush modifier will update together. And also if you just move it right over here, it will also update with this modifier. So all the modifiers are combined equally. Now before moving forward, let me tell you how you rearrange the modifiers. So if you just go up, you can find this called sub priority. Once you increase the sub priority, the bigger number will go top, the smaller number will go down. Let me show you one example. If I want this mesh projector modifier to be on the top, simply select this and just increase it, and now you can see it's go up. That's the beauty of this modifier, that you can simply change the numbers and it will automatically update. Now let's come to the brush modifier once again, and let's move it this area so that you can see everything properly. Now not only this much, you can simply add the sculpt as well. So if you just click this move one, you can simply increase this just like this. It's like a normal sculpting. Now simply press accept and you are done. Now if you notice, you can see some stretch over here. Simply go to lit and wireframe. You can understand there is a less poly visible right over here. So what you need to do, we have a modifier called remesh modifier. So simply jump to modifiers and the next one is called remesh. Simply select drag and drop. Now make sure remesh modifier should be on the exact space where you have your brush modifier. Now you can find this called targeted edge length. Simply decrease it to like 20 and now you can see it's getting more smooth. Now the lesser number increasing the more subdivision, the higher number is the lower subdivision. So do it accordingly with you. Now change it to wireframe again and now you can see the more polygons are visible over here. And the same thing, if you move this modifier to anywhere, it will automatically update with the wireframe with the higher mesh poly. Simply just drag and it will update. Now the next one is called noise modifier. Just drag and drop and go to intensity, just change it to 100 and now you can see it started applying the noise. Just change it to 5000 and now look at this, it's starting building some amazing terrain. You can increase the fall offs as well, so just decrease it to 500. Now inside of this you can actually do your brush modifiers. So simply drag and drop the brush modifier right over here, increase the space, go to the sculpting section and now you can do your sculpt. So basically you can rearrange everything using multiple modifiers. So all the modifiers are interconnected. The next modifier is called Boolean modifier. Simply drag and drop into this here and now I need a spline or like a 3D model. So just change it to dynamic mesh to static mesh. Now if you want, you can use any static mesh. So I'm just going to use the same static mesh which I used for this one. Simply select the Boolean modifier, select the model and just drag and drop into this here. For the better view, you can actually see it right over here. Just increase the scale. Now in the Boolean operation, change into subtract. Now just for the visible purpose, just type wire and just turn this off so that the wireframe will turn off. Now you can see a hole just inside of this. You can actually increase the scale and it will automatically update. Boolean modifier, just amazing. So yes, that's it for today, and this is not the end. We have a lot of more updates on Unreal Engine 5.8. So if you want a dedicated video on all this, then definitely comment mesh inside of this comment section. I'll create a dedicated video definitely. See you in the next video. Till then, keep watching, keep rocking. World of VFX.